Now, let's go to a show called Coco Melon. I wasn't familiar with this program, but apparently it's the most popular show for toddlers, and it's never too early to ramp up the LGBTQIA plus indoctrination.
Thing that we know about you, you love to get up and dance.
How about you break out those moves
For your two biggest fans. If you're not sure what to choose, think about all the things you like to do. Just be you.
Just be me?
Yep.
when you're trying to decide. Think about all the things you like to do. Just be you.
Just be me.
I am so sorry you had to watch that. I feel bad for doing that to you, but my God, what is wrong with people who produce this content? That's what you want to show toddlers? Now to an indoctrinator from Illinois obsessed with gender, telling other teachers to be more obsessed with gender too. And as you watch this, just consider the fact that he is an elementary school teacher. We're talking about little kids here.
Teachers, make your classroom LGBTQ plus inclusive from the very first day. But this one's all about like classroom practice. Are you lining up your students into boy and girl lines? And remember, when you do that, if a kid doesn't particularly identify strongly with either of those, it makes them have to kind of choose something that isn't true to them. So find other ways to line up or group your kids. It could be by their student numbers, it could be by their birthday months.
What if I don't identify with my birthday month? What if my birth certificate says I'm a Pisces, but I feel like a Leo? Actually stupid. Now let's talk about another indoctrinator here. We could just have a whole show devoted to this dude, actually. This is Jeffrey Marsh. Take it away.
Going no contact will feel worse. Can't lie to you. Because right where you are now, if you go no contact with a family member, you'll feel worse. Right where you are now, where the relationship is now, is in equilibrium. They get to do whatever the heck they want, and you deal with it. That's not pleasant, but that is a deal, that is a pact, and both of you understand the rules. If you go no contact, the rules change, you're unmoored, there's no sense of safety and sense of place. Because the rules change, you change them, but the rules and the dynamic changes, and what comes in sometimes to flood that void is guilt. But eventually, the guilt subsides, you work through it, you're kind to yourself, and on the other side of the no contact guilt scenario is peace. That has nothing to do with the deal you're in now with that person.
Now let's check in with the Queers for Palestine movement, or Chickens for KFC.
So why was it important for you to come to the protest today?
I came with Queers for Palestine. I'm a trans, non-binary person. I believe we're not free until everyone's free. Queer liberation, queer people live in Palestine. There's pinkwashing going on, and people are trying to tell queer people that they can't be part of what's going on in Palestine, and I just want to be here for queer Palestinians and for every Palestinian, because what's happening is just...
Oh, love, if you weren't so utterly ignorant and self-involved, you'd understand why people are mocking your movement, even those who are pro-Palestinian. Where were you when queer people in Palestine were fleeing to Israel to avoid brutal persecution? If you don't understand that radical Islam has zero tolerance for your lifestyle, then frankly, you're too dumb to be part of any discussion. But that hasn't stopped Queers for Palestine shutting down Manhattan Bridge.
KKK, IDF, you're all the same. NYPD, KKK, IDF, you're all the same. NYPD, KKK, IDF, you're all the same.
Now to one of the richest athletes in the world, the race-hoaxing Chinese Communist Party-loving NBA star LeBron James. Let's see how much respect he has for America and the anthem.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
So as everyone is standing, many with hands on their hearts, he's strolling in casually and taking a seat during the anthem. Pathetic. I bet he'd stand up for the Chinese national anthem. Now, let's go to Noah Tishby, one of the friends of this program, who is a warrior for Israel. And though she is off the left, she's what I like to call an old school lefty. They're still sensible. They can see the toxic modern woke left. And she's happy to call them out. Here she is at Berkeley telling a lefty losing it that he's actually a Zionist. That shut him up.
Did you know that only 31% of Israelis actually define themselves as of Eastern European descent, and all the rest are actually Middle Eastern descent? You're talking about the indigenousness of Israel. Do you understand that when you're saying Jews are white, have you been to Israel?
You people don't have respect.
It's not you people. Don't discriminate. I'm a person. My name is Noah. It's not you people. Wait a second. Have you been to Israel?
No,
okay, great, awesome. So when you go to Israel, I get it. Do you believe? But do you believe that the Jews have a right for self-determination as a state, in a state?
Yes, of course.
Okay, great. You do believe that Israel has the right to exist?
Of course.
Great, then you are a Zionist. Welcome. Sorry. There's no fight. Don't be angry. It's true.
That's completely true. He's a Zionist. And there are so many people who are mouthing off about Zionism and Zionists. They don't even know what the definition of the word is. I suggest you look it up because you might find you're a Zionist as well. I'm a Zionist, proudly. Now let's go to Germany, where the climate cultists took out their rage on a Christmas tree. What? Yes, that tree was clearly asking for it. I'm sure the planet is saved now. We've not only seen an unprecedented attack against the frontrunner for the 2024 presidential election, we've seen the weaponization of institutions from the justice system to intelligence agencies. We've seen a sinister attack against free speech and democracy. And we've seen it from these people. This is what the kids call projection.
What would a second Donald Trump term look like?
Well, he cannot be the next president because if he is...
You can't imagine the things that he's going to do. Mexico, Canada. We can't go to Canada because eventually Canada will become annexed to America.
And shoot visitors to the White House. Yeah, that means he can shoot the First Lady.
We're going to see violence, the likes of which we didn't even see on January 6th.
Make it illegal to run against him, to throw his opponents in jail, to shut down the media.
He will make himself into the Fuhrer, and he will make everybody raise their hand and salute him.
Using martial law against the American people.
Terminate the Constitution.
To rewrite the Constitution.
Create mass internment camps.
Throw everyone into Gitmo.
Might be sent to jail, or their rights might be suppressed, especially minority groups in society.
You might have any number of things happen to you and your family.
Every one of us, our freedom, our liberty, none of us is safe.
It's going to have people around him executing against an enemy's list.
Assassinate generals.
Ordering troops to attack American citizens.
Talk about weapon-grade projection. Thanks to Tom Elliott for that compilation. Follow him on X. That compilation goes for a lot longer than what I've just showed you. Now, Hunter Biden, his woes continue to grow. Last Wednesday, refused to sit for a closed-door questioning by Republican lawmakers who are looking into his dodgy business dealings. He did make a defiant statement, though.
I'm here today to answer at a public hearing
any legitimate questions Chairman Comer and the House Oversight Committee may have for me. I'm here today to make sure that the House Committee's illegitimate investigations of my family do not proceed on distortions, manipulated evidence, and lies.
I'm not sure, but I think something was done with that footage. But anyway, who can be sure about these things? Now let's go to another teacher obsessed with their own gender identity, talking about a student giving her gender euphoria. Ew.
I am a non-binary middle school special education teacher, and only my 2 paraprofessionals know that I'm non-binary, because that's not like a conversation I want to have with parents and admin right now. Anyway, one of my students said that I was a beautiful king the other day, and that was just so affirming. It gave me the gender euphoria. Have a good day.